We're down to our final three, so we're getting close. Thank you for those that have been here all day. Really appreciate the stamina. Stephen, will you stand up for a second, please? Stephen is one of our alumni, and I see many alumni and friends of CMU that here. And Stephen runs the CMU Tech and Entrepreneurship Alumni Group, which is a very large worldwide group of alumni that want to stay connected to Carnegie Mellon and to technology. So if you get a chance to come and meet Stephen at the award ceremony, he can tell you all about it. We do Zoom events monthly, and we've got in-person events in many, many cities, which we can talk about tonight. So thank you. Yeah, great. Super. This is another one of our undergraduate teams that's playing up in the big leagues. And so we're excited about that. If you're wondering, has it been done before? It has been done before. Copilot, that was then called Delta Trainer, won in this division. They've gone on to raise $30+ million and doing $10 million in ARR right now. So these are real teams that come out of this. So hopefully, Sitewiz, bad joke. I'm full of bad jokes. Sitewiz is automating the iterative operations of e-commerce sites.
Thank you, Dave.
I'll let Drake take it away from here.
In November of last year, we were on a call with Jared Miller, Director of E-commerce Analytics and Personalization at Kendra Scott. And one of the things that he said really resonated with us. He said we needed insights, not data. And over the next few months, we've been on calls with 40 e-commerce analysts, directors, and managers, and they've corroborated, suggesting, hey, we have access to tools like Google Analytics and Hotjar, but these don't give us access to actionable suggestions or changes for our site. Another thing that they articulated included that it takes a while for iteration to even get out to the developers. They often have decentralized teams, and there isn't a lot of communication that allows for quick iterating. And that's why we decided to build Sitewiz. Sitewiz is an AI-driven iterative optimization platform, and it's going to change the way that e-commerce analysts do their jobs. Here's the demo that got us our first 70 users and 2 paid users. You're able to input your site URL, and it gives you graphics, text, and structure suggestions aimed at improving your conversion rate. And when Jared Miller saw this demo, he was so excited that he not only wanted to be our customer, he also wanted to be our advisor. Now let's tell you a little bit more about how it works.
Yeah, so we provide actual changes, not just data. So imagine you're a business owner or an e-commerce analyst, and you're confused as to how you can improve your website. Well, you put your URL into our platform, and in 60 seconds, we scrape all of your text, graphics, SEO data, any metadata, or existing integrations that you have, and then give you actionable changes that you can act on immediately. So here are 2 scenarios. On the left is an analyst, and they're providing suggestions with a much lower approval rate because the data is very hard to interpret. Versus for us, we give you suggestions that end up giving you a much higher approval rate. So first, we convert your raw data into easily understood insights. And we do this with our proprietary models and by collecting user interaction data from customers. And then we put that in a feedback loop with our models. What this means is every new customer we get, we're that much harder to replicate by other competitors. Here's an example for what it means to have an insight, which is not just numerics, but an actual holistic understanding of what the numerics mean. Then we remove the guesswork for you. Our Gen AI turns these insights into actionable changes. And we're training our models by partnering up with a company called WebVisio. They're a live website feedback tool, and they have 10,000 users, and they only work with us and nobody else. And that is our data mode. So here's an example of suggestions. And notice that we give you reasoning and also numerics that best justify those reasonings. And finally, these actionable changes are easily implementable onto your site. In real time, you can toggle these changes to see what they would look like. And we'll also give you access to the code that's responsible for this and integrate into any existing code bases you have for the least amount of friction possible.
So let's look into our pricing model. Our tool fits the needs of small, medium-sized businesses, saving $2,500 per month compared to traditional conversion rate optimizer experts. And we're planning on scale to enterprise-level contracts as we build out our features. And there's a clear need for our tool. According to a VP at a top e-commerce store, they could see our tool and use it to iterate faster and personalize the website further for customers. And get this, a director of product marketing said they could see our tool taking over the entry-level analyst role, which costs businesses tens of thousands of dollars in salary. There's a $12 billion middle market with a $42 billion total market size. We're planning on targeting the Shopify stores that need it the most. And in a competitive analysis, we're the only tool turning insights into actionable changes. Other AI tools and site optimizers using generative AI just use GPT to change the text on your site, but GPT wasn't even trained for optimization or e-commerce.
And we're proud to share some of our journey and how far we've come. 4 months ago, in November of last year, we launched our website. We won CMU's Hack a Startup. We acquired our first 70 dashboard users. We partnered with WebVisio, and we've gotten our first paid traction with 2 customers. Here are some of the brands that trust us, including Skill Builder, WebVisio, Kendra Scott, and other notable e-commerce brands. Our team is also extremely diverse, with strengths in AI and product management. And we're so thankful to get to work with these advisors, such as Adam Polisic, who's helping us with our optimization, Professor Grelli, who's helping us with marketing, and Kit Needham, who's helping us with operations. Jared Miller is helping us with insights from e-commerce and digital analytics with his 12 years of experience.
You have to stop there.
Thanks.
Thank you. We're gonna turn it over to Chuck.
So given the very contextual needs for different websites in different industries, how does your AI adapt to different purposes for across websites?
Yeah, that's actually a great question. So first is we definitely only track user interactions based on our customers' websites, so their customers. And our models are trained to work only for the e-commerce space and are meant to be adaptable to our customers' needs based on the context that we give our models.
And are you trying to target a particular industry?
Yeah, just e-commerce in general. And yeah, no particular sort of section of e-commerce.
Where do you get your training data for the models?
So one is we collect the data ourselves from our customers and their website traffic. And 2, our real data moat is from a company called WebVisio. And WebVisio is a live website feedback tool. They enable their users to provide feedback on other people's websites, like on just the UI, instead of, traditionally somebody would go and have a notebook and write down what needs to be improved. So we actually collect data from them, and they only work with us and nobody else.
They also have 10,000 websites that we can use for training.
Is that a formal partnership or?
Yes.
Okay, one more question. Often Google will tweak their algorithms and very quickly what was good is now bad. How do you respond to that versus waiting for sort of the AI feedback loop and such to tell you?
Yeah, so we actually try to optimize your user journey on your site. That would be something that's related to SEO. So visibility on something like Google search engine, which is something that we could offer, but it's not our primary feature or highest value, sort of highest driving value factor.
We're mainly optimizing for user journeys on the site itself, which is increasing the usability and increasing the chance that the user is actually going to purchase a product. So there's those text graphic structure changes, which we're focusing on the sites.
So would this be applicable at all to large enterprise, like a B2B enterprise software company, if they wanted help improving their SEO?
Yeah, that is one of the secondary markets for us. Our primary market is like you said, is all of e-commerce. Secondary market is going to be SaaS tools, B2B SaaS, which want to improve or increase the number of customers using their tool.
Yeah, sorry. To further answer that question, we actually hopped on a quick meeting with Niraj Shah, who's the CEO of Wayfair. And something that he articulated is that they have a 6-month website revamp. And one of the issues that they have is prioritizing which suggestions to go forward with. They have too many suggestions they need help prioritizing. That's something that we can help with too. So yes, definitely the big enterprises, it's something we can help them with down the road.
So e-commerce as an idea is a very huge kind of concept. I mean, from what I've seen from your examples, it seems that you're more focused on like kind of individual, almost like merchant sales. Is that sort of like what you're tailoring your AI to do?
Yeah, currently at the moment, it's for like the kind of sales that you suggested. So not like wholesale or anything like that.
Shopify only, right?
Shopify is our current beachhead, and then we definitely plan to scale to more enterprise level customers who don't operate on Shopify exclusively and might just like host their own sort of services.
Yeah, just intuitively from your slides, are you presenting a user interface, like a front end, so that me, the dumb website developer, has a better idea of what you're suggesting I do, as opposed to just showing me a bunch of tables I can't read?
Exactly.
Okay.
That's our value here.
Yeah, sorry, I think there was a little bit of a glitch with some of the slides, but we're live at sitewiz.ai as in the back left corner there. Try it out.
Additional questions? All right, let's give a great round of applause.
Thank you so much. Have a good day, everyone.